Superpower Training Simulator in 2022. What really happened to Roblox's best simulator? No, I mean like really what happened? Because this game was so fun when it was at its prime. So today, we are going to be revisiting Superpower Training Simulator. Of course, make sure to subscribe and check out all of them as you channel members. And now let's get into this. Superpower Training Simulator was supposed to be a game that updated right after Halloween. Then, 3 years later, nothing happened. It still said it updated 1 month ago. But this was like the last update. Since like literally the day it was released, we had the Halloween update that said a new one was coming. They kept delaying it, and then we were stuck with this thumbnail and this update forever. And the game is still super fun. Guys, this game was huge. I remember it was having like tens of thousands of players, and if they kept updating, it would have been beyond massive. And we had people try to replicate it with like Superpower Fighting Simulator, and it was pretty good, but it was not the same, even though it was more advanced. And for those of you guys who don't remember or never played Superpower Training Simulator, pretty much how it worked was, unlike most simulators where you just click non-stop, you actually had choices of what you could click, very similar to Anime Fighting Simulator. But the twist was you had missions over here. Again, pretty similar, but it's just with superheroes, and we don't really get games like this today. There's not any really big Marvel or DC games in Roblox. There's small ones, but no one really as big as this one got to be. It wasn't copyrighted, but it took a lot of the main powers. Like, we even had Goku's a ball, which was sick. And what was really cool was you could train anything you wanted to. You could train your punches, you could train your push-ups if you want on the ground, to train your endurance. It was kind of like Age of Heroes almost, just not as advanced. You could train your telekinesis, and then what was really cool, you had weights, so you could actually put more weight on and run around, and this was how you would get faster and faster. So the more weight you would wear, this is probably my favorite part about the game. You could wear weights, and it would slow down your flying, it would slow down your running, and everything would be trained more the more weight you would wear. If I put on 10 tons, for example, I trained enough that I could get to the point that I could jump around, and even I think I could fly with them too. And this was a really good way to train everything, because the more weight you had, the stronger you could get, which was awesome. And I even managed to get this Ghost Rider bike. It was the last update they had, and it was I don't even think it did much, but it was pretty cool. And then they had these little tokens down here, which are really cool. You get 5 every minute. Again, if you had the money, it was just pay to win, but still, it was so much fun. You even get this little banner down here. This was your rank. I need to stay alive for 2 days, which I never managed to do, obviously, but there was a lot of little secrets on the map. I feel like old Roblox games are always really good at having secrets. Jailbreak was really good at it. This game had some really cool stuff. Part of this update was you go under, you get this little Grim Reaper. I never managed to get it because I think the task was crazy hard to do, but there's just so much. There's even like a floating island up here and some planets up there. You gotta find them, and I had like there was a lot to do in this game. And I remember when I got up here, it was just so much fun. And I think one of the most unique parts about it as well is you could learn different attacks. You had skills, and you unlocked more skills. You had walk and run, punch, invisibility. It was really the first game to do this. I believe Anime Fighting Simulator came out after this game came out, so this was like the first of a genre, and there was so much customizability to it. And games like Anime Fighting Simulator and Age of Heroes took up after it because you could train every skill individually instead of just clicking to become more powerful, and it made the game take more skill. There were even like little things over here. You could learn little tricks to like grind under here and learn all the little fast areas to get levels faster. And then once you get to this level of strength, the only thing stopping you from killing people is some people are so strong that when you hit them, it does damage to you because their endurance is so high, which was one of my favorite things about the game. I've never seen any game do that, where you're so strong that when someone hits you, it actually hurts you. And that was awesome. And instead of just putting you in a box where you have to train your endurance or strength, like instead of just putting you in like a really boring place, you sit there and then you can do more damage or get more strength and multipliers. You'd actually have to go to stronger and more deadly places. If you want to train your endurance, you literally have to sit in a volcano because it was so high. You can see my body toughness would just go up, and it was so much fun. I would leave my computer on all night. It was the best. And then once your flight speed got good enough, like I said, you could literally go to outer space and grind on these planets. And I'm telling you, if they started updating these games, the amount of content they would have by now, I mean, it would be insane. There would probably be planets all across the solar system. With Roblox's new updates, there would be more animations and faster flying. I would probably expect like supersonic flying or something instead of like the shift lock. You'd probably be able to go even faster. I mean, it was just, this game was amazing. This is probably one of my top 5, probably top 3 Roblox games to ever come. The only thing that would top this was probably Age of Heroes in its prime as well. But again, Age of Heroes took the concept of this and just made it better. They made it so you can customize even more abilities to make you stronger and have more fun in a big city. So honestly, these are probably my favorite type of superhero Marvel/DC games to ever come to Roblox, because this just took all the abilities from anime, from Marvel, from DC, and it really got it right on the nose. I mean, it was perfect. And when you start out, you even have Seth over here to give you quests. I remember I always be trying to get these new auras. This was like one of the strongest ones at the time, and I managed to get it, and I was so happy. I remember the stronger the aura you had, just the more respect you had, and you can even turn it off and troll people, which was so cool. I remember I would watch tankers trolling videos non-stop because it was so much fun to troll people in this because it was just so easy. You could press control so it makes you walk slower and then turn your aura off and then go around and killing a bunch of people, and it was just so much fun, and I loved it, honestly. So stuff like that is what makes a game good, and Superpowered Trading Simulator did such a good job of doing it. There was also a leaderboard I remember, and this was for all the hackers and pay-to-win people. I never understood this, but the numbers got so beyond big, and it was just so cool. I love that so much. Stuff like that in games. I feel like when games have Easter eggs, you know, they're really putting in time and effort into the scenery, and I appreciate it so much more. Every inch of the map has really nice scenery to it. I believe this map though was a template at the time, or maybe he did hand make it. I know I've seen this a lot for templates, but I think he did hand make a lot of this. He even had this little store over here. Maybe he'll turn that into a place if he updated it. I know they're not going to update it, and you can even see the developers of the game, the State of Mind, Stathopian. He was so big, man. But then he said March 16, 2022, Superpowered Trading Simulator will not be updated. Who knows what's going on in his life, but it was really sad because of how big the game did manage to get. Obviously, we wish something else would come, but, you know, that's it for this. If you ever, maybe we'll come back to Roblox. You can even see he has a bunch of these games over here, but I think these were even before he made Superpowered Trading Simulator. So I think that is the end of it. It looks like he's from Thailand, too, so who knows. But if it ever does update, I will be so beyond hype. If he comes and remakes it, that would be the coolest thing ever. I would say, like, you know, when you throw like your giant ball out, whatever you want to call it, it would take a couple seconds to use your next one, but I think when you use it now, once you bought the Game Pass, if you hit it, it's just like 1, 2, you can just spam it as much as you want because it's a half skill cooldown, because before it'd be like boom, boom, but now you can just go boom. So stuff like that. But now you can just go boom. So, you know, stuff like that is actually really, it gives you a big advantage, and that was, you know, probably the worst part about the game was the pay to win. It was rewarding. It was really, really rewarding. But, you know, games with pay to win are never my favorite part. And I almost forgot to mention this. So, part of this city, something I loved so much, is you had to learn the map. I love learning maps in all games. It makes you feel like more close to the game, and like it makes you love it more. But I found this spot, and everyone knows it now. But I used to find this spot. I used to think it was so secret, and all you would do is you just walk through this door. But this was like the toughest one. This would even, you can see it hurts my health a little bit. I think this one right here too. And this stuff was the real deal. I mean, look at that. It almost kills you. I think it will kill me. It probably will kill me. I mean, but I remember the stronger you would get, like it would hurt you so much. It would kill you. And I love that. I love the fact that some people weren't as strong as others, and you had to train your endurance as long as your strength and other things to be able to take stronger hits. You could even, the water running's a little weird. It really just makes the water solid, but either way, it's still very, very cool. So I love stuff like that personally. This game was a masterpiece, all around masterpiece, especially at its time for Roblox, because there were also so many attacks you could do. You could even see, like, I know there's F, it's like this little beam, and you tap them, and it's like one shot them. I can even hit him, but you can see even this will take some aim. I don't even think it's hitting him, is it? No, it's not even hitting him. That's weird. Oh, the ranks. You can change these, by the way. You can give yourself this and turn this off, and then look how easy it is to control. But once they look like here, it is hard to tell. So you got to really look at their name tag because it's hard to know if they're actually trolling. And that was something ingenious that I loved. If you guys do want more content, go watch my projectspider.exe video, and I'll see you guys next time.